Welcome, electronic video guests, to the outer limits of the trading card hobby, TTM. Through the mail, we seek to have the famous and the infamous sign the trading cards and photographs we send to them through the mail. Today, we have 3 such specimens to examine. 3 trading card autograph request return specimens to examine. And we will be examining these specimens in minute detail. So if you like seeing envelopes being cut open, you've come to the right place. Sit back, relax, get ready to enjoy the fun. Presented to you from the worldwide YouTube video airfill. How about that, electronic video guests? We've got us a Thursday TTM special, and not just any Thursday. National Football League opening night Thursday. We got to get through these little TTMs quickly so we don't miss the kickoff. We got the Super Bowl champs, the Eagles, playing the Dallas Cowboys. Man, oh man, we made it. This is our first weekend of a full schedule of college and NFL. Hallelujah. Happy days are here again. All right, and after we do our 3 little TTMs, we're going to give you our college and NFL picks of the week. How about that? What games you should be betting on and all of that. But hey, let's get started with our TTMs. TTM number 1. This is coming to us. Santa Clarita, California. No surprise who it's from. A nice young lady named Sylvia Lewis, 94 years young. Actress, dancer, choreographer. She put her return address label on there. I'd be shocked if she didn't sign our custom art card. But hey, let's cut it open and look and see. We got to verify the facts. Let's see what we got in here. Looks like a custom art card. Uh-oh. Looks like she signed it on the back and the front. Or it just bleeded through. Did it bleed through there? No, you got the double signature. Very nice. Thank you for your kind words. Look at that signature. Cheers. And then right here on the front, look at that. Beautiful. Boy, that came out great, didn't it? Look at that. She's 94 years young. Look at that nice signature. Sylvia Lewis. She said, cheers, Jeff. Well, cheers to you. Look at that pretty young lady. She's 94 now. 94 years old, like I said. American actress, dancer, choreographer. Started her career in the 1950s. She appeared as a dancer in the classic films like Singing in the Rain and Red Garters. She also had a successful TV career, guest starring on shows such as the Beverly Hillbillies and the Dick Van Dyke Show. One of her appearances, as you see here, was in the Three Stooges little short movie, Bedlam in Paradise, from 1956. Check her out there with Shemp. Sylvia Lewis. And in addition to her on-screen work, she also, like I said, had a career as a choreographer for many TV shows, including Married with Children. How about that? So she was working job not too long ago. Look at that, beautiful. That came out great, didn't it? Sylvia Lewis there with Shemp. How about that? Thank you, Miss Lewis. 94 years young. That is a beauty. That is a great card there. We got old Shemp on the picture. All right, let's see TTM number 2. This one is coming to us from Las Vegas, Nevada. They put the postmark down there at the bottom of the envelope. Las Vegas, Nevada. What we got from Las Vegas? Let's cut this thing open and see. Las Vegas, Nevada. TTM Thursday night NFL opener. Looks like we got us 2 cards back. Look at those beautiful rookie cards. How about those? 70-year-old Gifford Nielsen, 1982 Topps rookie cards. Man, look at those sweet cards. Gifford Nielsen, of course, he was an All-American quarterback and Western Athletic Conference Player of the Year in 1976 for Brigham Young University. Oilers' third-round pick in 1978. He played 6 years for the Oilers. The first 3, he was backing up Dan Pastorini and Kenny Stabler. Then he got a few starts himself. His last 3 years ended up with 14 career starts. He only won 3 of those, completing 54.8% of his passes, 3,255 yards, 20 touchdowns, 22 INTs. Gifford Nielsen, BYU All-American quarterback. Thank you for signing those rookie cards. Really appreciate it. Now we got one more. This is a giant size envelope. Look who this is coming from. Justice Clarence Thomas. Well, how about that's in this giant envelope. I sent him a custom art card, which is going to be, of course, the size of this. And you can see by the size of the envelope and the nature of the envelope, he did not put it in my return envelope. So you know what that tells us. More than likely, we got a preprint. These things can be pretty comical. So let's cut this open and see what the judge. Here come the judge. Here come the judge. Let's see what the judge says. Custom preprint from the judge, Clarence Thomas. Oh boy, Supreme Court. Supreme Court Justice. All right, let's pull it out and see. Hopefully he sent my card back. Let's see, is there anything stuck inside the envelope? Nope. All right, what do we got? We got the preprint. Oh, look at that. He signed my custom card. How about that? I think. And I don't think that's an auto pen. Let me take a close-up eyeball on this thing. Is that it? Is that a... Let's compare it to the preprint he sent. Well, no, I think that's legit. Because he put a little note. I don't think that's an auto pen. I think that's for real. To Jeff, I wish you all the best. Clarence Thomas. I don't think these are preprints. I really don't, because the way that overlaps down there, I don't think that's a preprint. And I notice it's the 2 different types. First name on top of last name here all together, so I think those are legit from the judge. How about that, Clarence Thomas? Look at that. That is hilarious. Clarence Thomas, the judge. Of course, he's 77 years old, born in Pinpoint, Georgia, American lawyer and jurist. After earning his law degree from Yale Law School, he held positions as Assistant Attorney General in Missouri, legislative assistant to Senator John Danforth. He later served as chairman of the EEOC, that means Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, and a judge on the U.S. Court of Appeals. In 1991, he was nominated by George H.W. Bush to the Supreme Court. He became the second African American to serve on the nation's highest court He's known for his very conservative ideology and originalist interpretation of the Constitution. And I think, if I remember right, there was some controversy when he was being confirmed, or whatever you call it, those Senate hearings, whatever they got to do, to improve them for the Supreme Court. I think there, if I remember right, there was some allegations he harassed a lady. Remember all that? Well, I think there was some weird, weird thing about a can of Coke, Coca-Cola, not cocaine, something like that. I think it was, but
Incident again?
The incident with regard to the Coke can that's spelled out in that statement.
Once again for me, please.
The incident involved his going to his desk, getting up from a work table, going to his desk, looking at this can and saying, "Who put pubic hair on my Coke?"
how about that? Clarence Thomas. Came out great, I think. What do you think? All right, anyway, thank you. Thank you. I guess you call him the Honorable. Do you call him the Honorable? The Honorable Clarence Thomas. I don't know what you call him. He come to judge, that's all I know. I think that came out great, though. And nice. That preprint. Preprint ain't bad. It's not a preprint, but it's a nice hand-signed photo and card. Appreciate it, Judge. Thank you. All right, let's get on to our college and NFL picks of the week. Man, oh man, football is back. You gotta love it. College and NFL full schedules. All right, let's start out with our college ball. Well, our first pick, North Carolina. Did you see that sorry performance against TCU Monday night? Bill Belichick's first college game. Oh man, the Tar Heels were awful. I think the starting quarterback, he had like a 2 hour gap between completed passes. They might as well played Belichick's 24-year-old girlfriend at quarterback. Belichick put out a team, in all seriousness, 100% uncompetitive. 100% could not and did not compete. Well, Saturday they had better win, let me tell you that. There were 136 teams in Division One or FBS or whatever you call a big boy college ball. 136 teams, and Charlotte is one of the worst. One of the worst. Now that's a true bottom 15 lightweight. Now, any other Power 4 school, including like Northwestern, would be favored by at least 21. But after that horrendous performance Monday night, Charlotte's only getting 12 points. Give me North Carolina in this game. If Belichick can't beat this candy you-know-what team by more than 12, he should be fired on the field before he gets to the locker room. And then we got next game, USC, 28.5-point favorite at home against Georgia Southern. Well, Lincoln Riley, he just loves to roll it up on these payout schools. They put up, 73 last week, I think. We'll expect more of the same this week. Then we got the UCLA minus 2.5 at Vegas. UCLA got body slammed by Utah last week. Steamrolled. They look almost as bad as North Carolina. And that former Tennessee quarterback, Nico I, the guy whose daddy tried to extort Tennessee for some more NIL money, he was terrible. But UNLV is a very poor team. I mean, UCLA, almost an underdog against a group of 5 team. You got to win this game. UCLA has better players, better roster. I think their coach is Deshaun Foster, the old running back. He's in the same spot as Belichick, if you ask me. If you don't win this game, you ought to be fired. Then we got Washington State, 1.5 at home versus San Diego State. I saw San Diego State's new quarterback, Jaden Denegal. He started out his career at Michigan. I saw him in the 2024 Michigan spring game. Well, you all saw Michigan's QBs last year, and you never saw Jaden Denegal take a snap. So that ought to tell you all you need to know. Washington State only given 1.5. Bet the house, video guests. Bet the house. They will cover that easy. Now let's get on to our NFL picks of the week. Man, oh man, you know what? We got to wrap this up so I can watch that. I want to miss that kickoff tonight, so I'm not going to. We got everything up there on the screen, hopefully, with our fancy graphics. The first team listed is the team I'm betting on. I don't have time to comment on every one of these games, but the first team on the mention is the team I'm betting on. So, hey, I ain't got time to do all. We got a game to get ready for. But the couple of games I will comment on, looking forward especially to the Jets Steelers game. You know, old Aaron Rodgers would really love to light up the Jets. He's been trying to prove he's still relevant for the last 3 seasons. But I'll tell you what, new Jets coach Aaron Glenn, he knows how to defend Rodgers. He proved it in Detroit, and now he's got a much better secondary to play against Rodgers. I'll be shocked if the Jets score more. If the Steelers score more than 17 points. Justin Fields needs to put up about 20 to get this game covered. Gonna be tight. Of course, Fields, would love to rub the Steelers' nose in it too. He's going against his old team. Great game. You love all these little subplots of players going against their ex-teams. And of course, Rodgers was kind of shoved out the door by Aaron Glenn. He was a little pouty about that too. So that should be a heck of a ball, a grudge bowl right there. And then let's talk about the Houston at the Rams game. I love that Texans defense. I would not be surprised if the Texans knock Stafford out of the game. Just mess up his back, send him in a crumpled heap to the locker room. Now, Houston getting 2.5 points. I think they'll win that game outright and fairly easily. Nico Collins will have well over 100 receiving yards, if you like those prop bets or whatever you call them. All right, that is it. I hope you all. Oh, you know what? Let me mention my fun game of the week. I didn't make no pick on it because the line is basically, I think it's almost a pick'em game. That's the Monday night game. What a game that's going to be too. That's probably the one game I want to watch the most. The Vikings-Bears game Monday night at Soldier Field. J.J. McCarthy's debut. Of course, he grew up a Bears fan. He's playing his first game at Soldier Field. As a kid, he probably dreamed about quarterbacking the Bears there. Well, I mentioned this game because if you check out my Twitter account, long ago, long before the 2024 draft, I said J.J. McCarthy was a better quarterback than Caleb Williams. And I think he's going to show it Monday night. I think the Bears fans are going to realize the colossal mistake the Bears made when they passed not only on J.J. McCarthy, but also Jaden Daniels for the old cover girl nail polish QB Caleb Williams. At least the Bears got Tyson Bagent on standby. But what a great week of football this should be. I hope you enjoy all the games. We'll be back in a couple days with some more. Until then, remember, when there's no games on, like on Tuesday or Wednesday next week, what are you going to do? Get over to Amazon.com. Type in that author's name. You see that down there? Let's move that out so you can see it. Henry L. Rasico. Type the author's name and the book title on your search bar at Amazon.com. That book will come up. That is a great, great book. Gives you a what would you call it? A bird's eye view of the ups and downs, rough and tumble of human existence. No, we don't hold back on anything in this book. So if you're a crybaby, you probably wouldn't like it. But if you're a big boy, big girl, or big tranny, I think you might find it very interesting. So that's it. Let's all go watch some football. Like I said, we'll be back, God willing, in a few days with some more. Until then, remember, enjoy the rest of your life.